Good evening and welcome to this Sunday edition of Chasing Dissent. Back in time there. That was like 4 years ago we built that intro.
That's great. That was rockin' music. Well done, chaps. Really, really good.
I mean, I will say that it is like the third time now that you've played it, so people are used to it being back every other Sunday, I'll just say.
Yeah, I know. That's cool. So tonight we have a special guest. We've got David Nolan.
Six baller, baby. Let's
Six
go.
Well, he says six balling, but we all know John's got one silicone one, so kind of.
Right. I tell you what, people, if you've just joined us, you want to stay to the end because there's a special treat for you, especially if you're a fan of Benn.
What?
So anyway, moving on, we've got us. We've got nobody in the chat room. Oh no, we've got Julie, Dread Eye, Beats and Types, Shalini. Yep. There we go.
Top of the morning to you.
So good.
Troll room.
Yep, the troll room is established. Right, let's get straight into it because tonight we've got an incredible amount of stuff's happened just over the weekend. Because when I left this place on Friday, after Shalini and I wrapped it up, the Straits of Hormuz were open and we had a ceasefire. And then what happened? Well, you tell me what happened, because over the weekend it appears that people have stopped using the Straits of Hormuz, mainly because somebody blew up a bloody tanker. 2 Indian flagged ships carrying 2 million barrels of Iraqi oil were struck by the Iranian Navy in the Strait of Hormuz.
Has this been verified, Sarge? This is not an image from some other years ago.
No, I think that was genuine. But absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Technically it's still open, but nobody's going through it, are they? So no. It's like he plays a market every Friday. He says something that drives down the price of oil, because it apparently was down to $90 a barrel or something on Friday. And
93 or 97 it went down to, something like that.
You know, this is all about oil. And not only is this all about oil, this is all about America becoming the dominant exporter of oil. Because, let's face it, Trump hasn't slipped, done a double backflip and landed on his feet, right? Somehow, America is now the biggest, one of the biggest exporters of oil, going from like 1 or 2 super tankers a month to 58 super tankers a month being exported.
Let's see if it can keep that up,
doesn't it?
No, this isn't. This is not all about oil now, because it's gone beyond that. And the thing is, can he keep that up? Can he fill all those tankers that are heading up there?
Of course he can. He now controls Venezuelan oil, which is the largest deposit of oil on the planet.
Yeah, okay, but Venezuelan oil, shit oil. It needs a lot of processing. But
it's going to be done, and he's in control of it.
Right. So you think Trump's playing 5D chess?
I don't play. I don't think Trump is the one behind any of this. I think he's an idiot.
So who's behind it?
Oh, his cabinet, people advising him, people telling him how to do things.
What, the 2 real estate salesmen?
Look, John, do you really think that Trump is intelligent enough to have done this himself? Yes, the man's a billionaire, but he's only a billionaire because of the multiple loans he got off his father and the multiple strategic bankruptcies he has declared. He's not exactly the most intelligent human being on the planet. Yes, he's smart. He's not dumb, but I don't think he's smart enough to have done this.
So the problem I have is that this is all very well if it was just about oil, but there's a lot more goes through the Straits than just oil.
Yeah, but oil is what makes the world go round, John. Oil,
but nitrogen's what fucking feeds you. And if there's no fertilizer coming out, then you're gonna have crop failures.
Yes, potentially, but you don't have the nitro dollar, do you? The world runs on the petrodollar.
Well, that's right. You don't have the nitro dollar, but the problem is that the decisions about using fertilizer are quite clear cut if you're going to grow corn, which the American Midwest does, you need fertilizer. You need nitrogen fertilizer. If you can't get nitrogen fertilizer, you're going to grow soy, right? Because soy can fix nitrogen from the air. Corn can't. So if Midwest America is now planting soy, then there's going to be a worldwide shortage. There's going to be a worldwide shortage of corn and everything that goes with that, including high fructose corn syrup.
Oh, yeah. Well, that doesn't bother me anymore because I don't consume it.
Then you forgot about the piss. Because something like 25-30% of the world's urea comes through the Straits of Hormuz. And what do you need urea for?
Enlighten us, John.
Our survey says.
AdBlue. AdBlue is urea.
Oh, yeah, pig piss.
If you can't get AdBlue, you can't run fucking diesels in modern cars.
No, and you know what? That's why I didn't get a diesel. Because I didn't want...
Hey, not getting a diesel would be a cracking choice, and that's exactly why our diesel went to the scrapyard rather than get repaired.
I think that those two Indian flagships that got blown up, they didn't pay their toll booth fare to the Iranians.
They didn't pay their toll booth fare. They were going straight out, and you could hear it on the fucking. Did you hear the radio messages that were intercepted? It was an Indian captain going, you told me that I'm number 2 in the queue and now you fire upon me. Let me turn round.
Are you sure that's not AI, John?
No, that was real. It was real. Let me address beats and tapes. You need to watch Friday. We've already covered it. Covered it on Friday, mate. About the pick being...
with us on Friday.
Well, there you go, mate. If you're going with him on Friday, you're not going to find out all the real news, are you? So don't come along here and expect us to redo our work. Right. So where are we now?
I don't know. Where are we, John?
President Trump has just shared a clip of Frank Sinatra performing My Way on Truth Social, right? So he played the whole clip. What does that mean? Is there something preying on his mind? Is he getting nearer the end?
All Donald Trump wants is legacy. I've said it before. I'll say it again. He is, as all things go, a lame duck president at this point. So he needs to work on legacy, and this is what it's all about. This is he wants to be remembered for doing everything his way. That's what it is.
We certainly couldn't be remembered for that. What one do you think's the most loopy, Biden or Trump? Now at this point in time, there's a question.
As loopy as each other, but I guess the whole Frank Sinatra one, it's a little less controversial than his other biblical one that he posted and blamed then on AI. You know, oh, I didn't realize and whatever. Yeah, right, Donald. Yeah, right.
Well, at least he's not sniffing kids, so he's got that. This is true. Yeah, there are certain levels of loopy.
Yeah,
there are levels of loopy, and I think one is quite openly sniffing small children and women quite often.
Yeah,
one is just an outright nutcase.
But Netanyahu's got to have something on him. He's got to have something on him, surely.
I don't know.
For him to be jigging to that tune for so long,
I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what Israel are like. Okay, they are.
Yeah,
they're a shady nation who have got something on absolutely everybody on earth by the looks of it via Mossad, and they probably do have something on him.
But do you remember, like, when I got back 4 years ago when I was talking about the start of Chasing Dissent, remember I get fingered as a Middle Eastern arms dealer?
Yes, you did, but it was my trolls that did that, wasn't it? They were like... And so we wrapped him up in a tea towel and we got him to shoot fake guns.
Yeah, so they had me fingered. I mean, seriously, they thought I was an arms dealer.
They genuinely thought he was a Middle Eastern arms dealer.
My God.
Yeah. It was quite amusing. It was a good one. It gave us years of content, actually. It did.
It did actually. It did. It was pretty cool. Right, yeah. So the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Navy called Iran's own foreign minister an idiot. Well, I don't know if they did. What they said was, we'll decide on the orders of Khomeini who goes through the Straits, not by the tweets of some idiot. Now, that might not be their own foreign minister. That might have been Trump that we're talking about.
Or
Yeah. I'm thinking it's more likely that we're talking about Trump rather than their own foreign minister.
Oh, almost definitely.
But people are spinning it. People are spinning it that they're fighting amongst themselves. But you know,
they are. I mean, the Iranians probably are fighting amongst themselves. To be honest, because there are plenty in Iran who want the regime gone.
Okay,
so
but
perhaps.
But you know, the thing that gets me is when you attack a group of people. It's like if people attacked England right now, right? You know, bad guys. If bad guys attacked England, would you not band together to defend your country, regardless of what government was in power? Or would you let the bad guys take over?
I mean, it depends, right? Because what do you consider bad guys?
Jesus Christ!
I mean, but this is the question. You know, if the bad guys are offering some kind of actual, you know, way forward for the country and liberation, are they bad guys?
Well, let's just say if Russia attacked the UK right now, would you fight to defend your country?
Oh.
Back to Ireland I go.
You've got it out.
Yeah.
The beat says, and take over what?
Well, you know, I don't know.
Social Prosperity Charter in the chat says, would we all unite with Starmer to save Britain?
Well, probably. We probably would, wouldn't we? Let's be honest.
Well, you say that, but what Starmer thinks saving Britain is probably isn't saving Britain.
No, I'm not saying that we were coerced into something on the say-so of the government. If there was actual action being taken against the UK, right? If it was like back in World War II and people were trying to invade you, would you stand behind your government or would you sell them down the river? What would you do?
I'd probably sell the government down the river.
Even if it was someone like the Nazis?
Well, because that doesn't mean that I wouldn't be standing up for myself and my fellow citizens. But, you know, if they said, like, if they can, oh no, we will leave you alone if you give us this Starmer. I'd say, take him, have him, he's over there.
But that's not what an invader does. He doesn't just take your leader, unless it's Donald Trump, who just takes your leader and leaves you to get on with it.
Well, if he wants this Starmer.
Yeah, why would anyone want Starmer? Right, moving on. Sergei Lavrov says Russia...
ask his wife, I guess.
Sergei says Russia will push for international recognition of German Nazi crimes against Soviet citizens as genocide on a par with the Holocaust. He pointed to the scale of the killings. The atrocities reached a scale unprecedented in history, around 14 million civilians. So, has he got a point? Or is it only one group? Is it only one group that's allowed to claim Holocaust?
Well, first of all, he's almost definitely got a point, right? But if those numbers are correct, so we have to preface that. But secondly, this seems like a way to bolster their argument as to why they're in Ukraine. It seems like, because you got to remember, they keep saying, we are in Ukraine because of the Nazis, comrade. There are Nazis in Ukraine. They are everywhere. And I genuinely think that this seems like a way to bolster that argument. If they can get this recognized, and they can go, see, we're going after those Nazis now.
That's a fair point, yeah, because, I mean, let's face it, regardless of how you dress it up, there is still a quite large Nazi contingent in Ukraine.
Yeah, there is.
I see, you know, kind of Russia's argument, you know, strategic argument for this quote-unquote denazification of Ukraine, because there absolutely are particular regiments, and certainly, those who are involved in it, as well as some citizens of Ukraine who still would perceive Stepan Bandera, as a lot of people would know about from history, as some type of like father-like hero. And in this modern day and age, that sort of thing is repugnant, because Stepan Bandera is associated with ethnic cleansing, overall genocide. So how could that be in a modern day state? So I see the Russian argument for that, denazification.
I mean, I will say this, not giving any sort of credence to the Russian argument, but I will say this. I remember sending John an Associated Press photograph once, and it was just captioned, "A citizen looks through the rubble." And there was just this big guy, and he had a giant swastika tattooed on the upper arm.
He was on a van. If I remember correctly, he was unloading a van, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was unloading a van.
Yeah.
It just says a Ukrainian citizen looks through the rubble. And it's like, you forgot the interesting part about that photo there, didn't you, AP?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of that, though. There's a lot of that. Right, let's move on. Let's get away from Russia and Ukraine at the moment. Right, let's go on to Starmer, because this guy is, in my view, he has got to go, because the man's a fucking liar.
Yeah, but
right?
he's lied, and then he's got caught out on the lies, and then he's lied more to cover the lies, and then he's lied even more, and it's got to the point where, Peter Mandelson probably did fail security vetting, and yes, Keir Starmer knew.
Yeah, and Shalini goes he won't go, and I don't think he will. I think he thinks he's made of Teflon or something. Yeah. It would seem, Emily, that the central fact here can no longer be any doubt. The Prime Minister did not lie. He was not informed, and it would also appear that this was policy within the civil service. It also seems to have been common knowledge that Boris Johnson failed. So the thing is, the thing that gets, because Johnson failed his vetting as well.
Yeah.
But apart from that, Starmer said that if he'd known he'd failed his vetting, he would have blocked his appointment. But Starmer was the man that fucking appointed him, because...
appointed him, but not only that, didn't Starmer already say that despite this, it was looked into and he still passed vetting? He said this.
I'm pretty sure he did, because he said... Well, here we go. Keir Starmer would have blocked Peter Mandelson from serving as UK's ambassador to Washington had he known he failed the security vetting, David Lammy tells me.
Lammy tells me.
Yeah. The Deputy PM also says it was inexplicable that Oliver Robbins opted to leave Downing Street in the dark. From September the 16th, 2025, Richard Gilmore, MP in the House of Commons, stated... The MI6 refusal to clear Mandelson was raised in the Commons. She stated it in the Commons. The House of Commons knew about it, therefore the government knew about it, Cabinet Office knew about it, the Prime Minister knew about it. The fucking world knows this.
It was on Hansard, it was recorded,
It was recorded in Hansard, and it was in the Guardian and the Telegraph, and yet the Guardian are fucking gaslighting us like Billy O, that woman, Pippa, what's her name, Crerar or whatever. She is such a gaslighter.
The Groliad, of course.
I know. Everybody knows that he knew, and he still stands there and says he didn't know.
Chaps, have we ever had a statement from Keir Starmer that is the truth? Just asking.
I think there's fault on both sides. It reminds me of, the Spider-Man meme where you've got like the three Spider-Men and they're all pointing at each other. It's that type of thing. But fault on both sides. Obviously, both of them being caught with the proverbial pants down. But this also kind of shows a tail wagging the dog like situation. Who's wagging who? Exactly. I think that's what kind of highlights.
I think Starmer and Lammy are probably wagging each other often.
He found security. David Lammy tells me, it's like, how could you take David Lammy bloody seriously?
We'll come to that, Ben. There's more to come on Starmer.
I'm sure there is.
But right, so the question is, how can there not be a no confidence vote in them? I mean, how can he stay?
He must be the Netanyahu of the UK. He must have something on so many of his backbenchers. That's the only thing I can think of here, because quite frankly, there's no reason whatsoever for not putting in a vote of no confidence against him at this point. They should have done it months ago.
They should have.
Over more than just this. There's so much that he should have been removed over.
I know.
And there he is.
And here's a tweet. Here's a tweet from Keir Starmer himself in October 2019. Dangerous but deliberate. We have a reckless Prime Minister who never takes responsibility for his actions.
Oh my God.
Pot and kettle, Mr. Starmer. Pot and kettle.
We don't like Boris Johnson, right? We don't like Boris Johnson, so we're gonna now run against him. Just remember, folks, I'll be a good Prime Minister because my father was a toolmaker. He certainly was, Keir. He certainly was.
Bring back toolmaker bingo.
Unlike Dave's mum, who's a tool taker. But anyway, so what's his name? Ollie Robbins has explained exactly how Peter Mandelson was appointed, and it proves unequivocally that Keir Starmer lied. He did. He fucking lied.
What do you mean Keir Starmer didn't know? Of course he fucking knew. Excuse my language, but quite frankly, it's getting so damn ridiculous at this point that this man is in control of our country.
Yeah, you're right.
Can we just agree, folks, that for the most, for most politicians, they are professional liars.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've always said anyone who actively seeks office should be disbarred from holding it.
Hold on, David. Here's my manifesto. I'm going to do absolutely fucking none of it, but you're going to elect me on it, all right?
So there's 2 Ukrainian models and 1 Romanian who were charged with conspiracy to commit arson and intent to endanger life are starting their trial scheduled on the 29th of April.
Right.
So this will be quite interesting because what's either revealed or not will tell us if there are D notices floating around or super injunctions or whatever you want to call them these days.
Those, I would imagine, especially when it comes to Keith. I
But the
bet
thing
that
that
man's got some skeletons in his closet. So look at that face.
yeah,
Look at that. I bet there's some skeletons over. Oh,
I love to play poker with him because he obviously can't fucking hide his emotions at all, can he?
I've got a pair of faces.
Yeah, sure you have.
If there are D notices in place, that would not prevent, say, other European press or indeed Western press in the United States from reporting on that. So something's going to come out either way, I think.
That's exactly what I was going to say, David. And I'm quite surprised that nothing's come out already, if that is the case, because the Europeans are normally quite hot on it, especially the Italians. They like the gossip, don't they?
Yeah.
We like the gossip over the pizza and the pasta. I tell you, Keir Starmer, David, he is a spicy meatball.
I'm not sure what's going to come out of this one, chaps. I mean, I think that this could potentially be a nothing burger, but something that has been cooked up, constructed to try and keep Starmer in line about other things. So it's going to be option A. He has skeletons, as Ben said. He has dirty laundry in the closet. Kind of
Keith
Vaz like. Yeah, it could be like that.
He's taking the silk. Of course he's got skeletons.
Or this could be some sort of intelligence construct to say, you stay on point regarding particular geopolitical topics. It could be either, but I think this is going to kind of trickle out eventually as the case continues, over the weeks and the months. It's just going to go silent and out of the news cycle. That's what I think is going to happen.
Blaze was spotted leaving the what do you call it, Bilderberg group meeting by the back door the other day. He's not very good as a spy, certainly.
Oh, the butcher's granddaughter, great granddaughter. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so she was spotted leaving the Bilderberg group. So Christ knows what she was doing there.
Well, I mean, I think that kind of proves in a nutshell, doesn't it, that, you know, the intelligence services are not just there to protect us from terrorism and all sorts of bad things at home, that they're steering a lot of other things with the country and the world as well.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just going to pause before we move on to the next thing.
Oh, go on,
the
then.
chat, ask the troll room. How are you enjoying the 6-baller? Are you liking it? 5.5 baller, John, obviously. But
silicone.
I don't have silicone balls. My name is not Adolf.
I'm trying to start a rumor, John.
Yes, I know you are. It's all right. You'll get your comeuppance at the end.
I don't like this.
He doesn't like to be on tenterhooks. Right.
If it's something to be nasty to me,
it's not. I would never be nasty. I would never be
nasty
you
bloody
to
would.
I would never be nasty to you.
What
I may be blunt.
About?
I may be blunt. I may be brutally honest, but I'm never going to be nasty to you.
Okay.
What mystifies me, says the voice of reason, is how someone so obviously uninspiring, uninquisitive, unforensic, lacking in attention to detail, incapable of consistency and devoid of leadership qualities came to be the director of public prosecutions. Isn't that exactly the quantities they're looking for in the director of public prosecutions?
Oh, and also somebody with a lot of skeletons who's easy to control and manipulate. I mean, look at that face. Just look at. You can't find a picture of him that doesn't say, "I'm fucking hiding something."
As my granny would say, he's as bent as a 10-bob note. But apart from that, it's the voice that gets me, because every time he opens his gob, it's like it's this wee whining boy inside talking. He doesn't sound like a man at all.
Well,
what are you going to say? You going to have a dig at me? Have I got a small whining voice?
No, you don't actually. You've got a lovely deep roguish voice. I like it. I prefer David's, but I like it.
Yeah, David's a fucking...
Bless you.
David can't do wrong. Did you like the AI-generated image I had to make of David for the thumbnail?
And you made yourself fucking 20 years younger, Sarge. I think I look slightly older than you in that thumbnail. Like, bloody hell.
No, I didn't. All I did was add some lighting to it, because my picture was dark. I've got a very youthful
thumbnail.
I've got a very youthful appearance underneath all this... Right, it's I put it down to vitamin D, and did you see the study that came out about vitamin D and telomeres? Been vindicated.
Yes.
See, every time something comes out about vitamin D, I go vindicated, because I've been telling people to take vitamin D for the last 10 years or whatever.
8,000 IUs a day, baby. Yeah.
I take 12,000. So Clive here says, I spent 40 years practicing law. In all that time, I've never encountered a single case in which so-called Sharia law overrode or came into conflict with English law. No one ever suggested it had or it could. How did Cleese become so stupid? Because John Cleese says the only law in England is English law. With regard to people that claim that Sharia law is enacted in certain places. Now,
it absolutely is.
But can I just finish my point, and then I'd love you to carry on?
Mm-hmm.
Is this not exactly the same as me saying, I've eaten Chinese takeaway for 40 years, and I've never come across a Chinese man that's reporting directly back to China while I'm in the takeaway? Well, is that not exactly the same fucking point?
And the thing is, like, what they call Sharia courts in this country, they're supposed to be, community resolution centres, essentially. They're not, because people who are devout to the Islamic faith will defer to Sharia law as the overriding law of them and their family and their faith, and they will defer to it over the law of the land that they are in. Now, that's not exactly rocket science. That's someone that's devout in their faith who decides that their faith comes first. Yeah. Whether or not we agree with that, that's completely out of the way, because that is what these people will do.
Exactly. You're 100% right. And there are other cults within this country that do the same thing, like the Church of Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints.
Scientology.
Exactly.
Scientology literally have a fucking army of slaves, actual slaves. Okay,
That's no way to speak about this. What do you call them? The
the Sea Org.
The Sea Org. Yeah, that's no way to
They
speak
are
about the Sea Org.
slaves. and I guarantee you, here in the United Kingdom, there are many a Sea Org member right now.
Mm-hmm.
That is modern day slavery.
Yep.
And that is occurring and superseding British law.
Yeah, and
look at their belief.
Look at the Mormons that I was mentioning earlier. They put something like, was it 10% of their wage straight into the church?
Yeah,
a minimum 10%.
Tithing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know the answer is to make your own cult. You know what we're doing over on Real Review UK. You know.
What's his name? Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard, yeah. There you go. That's the guy. He said the fastest way to become rich is to make your own cult. And what did he do?
Yeah,
he called it religion, but we know it's a cult.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely a cult. We all know that. But it goes back to what we were talking about initially. Devout Islamic adherents, or adherees, I guess, will defer to Sharia or the law of the religion over the law of the land. Now, it does say in some versions of their text to not do that, but devout are going to be devout.
I would much prefer if they did that in an Islamic state. Absolutely. That's how I would stand on it. It's like, by all means, do that in an Islamic nation. But in Britain, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they shouldn't be doing that at all.
See, I completely agree with your stance there, but what I'm trying to point out here is not whether or not I think it's right or wrong. What I'm pointing out is it does happen.
It happens.
Yes.
It is happening.
Yeah, it's happening.
And rightly or wrongly, this Clive Wismayer is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I agree, because after putting your head in the sand, right, and saying I don't see any evidence of it, does not mean there is no evidence. It just means you haven't seen it.
Yeah, and I'm not going to sit here and claim to be an expert in anything Islamic, but what I will say is that if you are devoted to a religion, if you are devoted to an ideology, and you are framing your entire life around that ideology, then whatever that ideology tells you to do is going to come first in your life. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Clive doesn't also appear intelligent enough to know that the direct translative meaning of Sharia means law. It kind of irks me at times with the work that I do. Stop calling it Sharia law. It's just called Sharia.
Sharia, yeah.
It's Sharia. So Sharia, from Arabic, it means law or the religion of Moses. It's like, stop calling it Sharia law. Just call it Sharia. That's what it is.
Good evening, Espresso Mechanic. Good.
So yeah, anyway, like I say, Clive Wismayer, moron. It's happening.
Oh, I tell you what. We'll use our new button.
40, 30, 20, retard.
I like that button.
That's how you land an Airbus, apparently. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Never before seen footage of how Palantir's Maven smart system actually works. It gives us the ability to take classified, unclassified, and commercial data, and you can aggregate it all together to help you make all decisions that you have to in warfare. Never before seen footage? Bullshit. Because I said to my man, our good friend, Mr. T, the other Adam.
Yeah.
Right? I sent him on this. I sent him a 3-word command. Tell me about this. No, that's 4. I sent him a 4-word prompt, and he came back a couple of hours later, giving me lock, stock, and barrel on Maven and how it has been around since 2018.
Adam
and the BBC made a documentary about it.
Yeah, he's been trying to push me into looking into Maven for about 4 years now. Adam has.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
He didn't send me this. I just picked it up. But
No, I'm just saying that he's
I
been
know.
mentioning it to me and telling me it's something that we need to cover.
oh, I know. He sends stuff all the time, and the thing
Yeah.
is,
He's-
it's just
he's
going to
got
end us in a
he's-
world of pain.
He's got a massive bugbear with Palantir, and I think many people
yeah.
do. to be
I do,
honest.
and all I've got to say to the listeners and the viewers is that you should be aware that Palantir are undoubtedly one of the most dangerous companies out in the world there right now, and Alex Karp is a fucking psycho.
Don't
I'm
mince
just
your
saying
words
how it
now,
is,
David.
baby.
Don't
All
mince
right?
your words. Let it all
Yeah.
out.
Tell
Let
us
it
how
all
you
out.
tell
Don't
us
hold-
how you really feel, David. Go on.
Yeah, don't hold back. Don't
Whoa.
hold back.
No, they are so dangerous, folks.
They are. They
And
are.
they're in the UK.
Oh, of
And
course
their
they are.
federated data platform, their FTP platform, their Foundry program is being used in the NHS.
Yes, it is.
Just
It's
a
in
reminder.
the NHS, so
Okay,
they have
alright.
access to your data. Your data.
They just look into my fucking medical file and just see the word fucked.
No, I think yours not got that on it.
40, 30, 20, retard.
Did you see? Oh, you don't watch All In, of course, Ben. But so did you
I
see
don't
the
have-
girl?
I'm sorry, I'm super busy fermenting my own cult.
Yeah, did you see the 17-year-old girl that died from energy drink overdosing in the States, Texas? She was just drinking. She was chugging, caffeine-rich energy drinks, and her heart expanded, and eventually it just gave out.
I mean, this is not the first time this has happened.
Yeah, I know, and I've always thought that you were trying to make it happen again.
I did my best.
Yeah.
Seem to be immune, and I've given up now.
Well, that's good. That's good. Right, moving on.
And yes, folks, before you know, this is Coke Zero,
Coke Zero.
and I'm enjoying it.
So Mr. Perlansky came out with a statement. Dave to his friends.
Zach Polanski's another
They-
moron.
Dave, the boob whisperer, right? So he wants to
Not
eradicate.
me.
No, not you, Dave. Not you. We call you David, don't we?
I
Anyway.
mean, you should have just taken that moniker on. Man.
Yeah,
Because,
Dave-
that's
Dave
it.
the
I'm the
boob
titty
whisperer.
whisperer. That's me.
I like a cheeky whisper every so often. Yeah.
So Dave says he wants to eradicate everyone who's not on side with his insane extreme left views. He might come across as a harmless, affable, uncoordinated politician, but this man is
Donkey.
dangerous. So he proposes that he wants to build a society that doesn't include anyone from the right. How the fuck does that work? I mean, that must be like a third of the country.
So he's
Have you-
supporting segregation then? Is that what he's saying?
So what? I can tell you what's happened here because
It's
I
not very
don't know
tolerant.
if anybody knows, the Amazon Prime show The Boys has just returned for its 5th season, right? And
Yes, I've been watching it.
Spoiler alert! At the
No,
very
no.
beginning of the season,
All right.
right? People that do not agree with the current order are placed into what they call freedom camps all over the United States. And I think Zach Polanski has been watching it and he's gone, that. Let's do that.
That's exactly it. And isn't this America's whole, world diplomacy gambit at the moment? If you don't like the way we are negotiating, we will kill you. Isn't that what they said? I mean, that's what they literally said.
I mean, but what does he mean by right wing? Because, I am a centrist who now slightly leans right. I used to be very much a lefty, but now I'm a centrist that leans slightly right in my views. And does that mean that I'm out? Am I going to the freedom camp, Zach?
And
Gulag.
and how,
Gulag.
how,
We know it's a gulag.
Yeah.
We know that.
yeah, but you got to call it something nice. I mean, they'll take over all the Butlins, and you might be in your element.
Yeah, true.
But anyway,
I'm just
apart from
gonna-
that, the incredible thing is, when we started this journey together, Ben, I was a right winger.
Yeah.
But And now I'm a centrist who's slightly to the left.
I know, we've switched positions. I've become hardened.
So am I going to be one of Zach's titty whisperer's apprentice?
Oh, titty whisperer John.
I'm just going to call it how it is, chaps. I mean, this is just this is Maoism. Like all this shit that's going on with Polanski and the Greens and all of that. It's just one big fucking struggle session, and we must resist. Absolutely, these people are fucking dangerous.
And why?
Of course they are.
Why?
It's always leftists.
Why is it always women of a certain age as well that take up this battle cry?
Well, I could tell you why, but I don't think YouTube would like it.
Well, you could explain it. You could explain it so YouTube algos would understand, maybe. I don't know.
They've got too many fucking cats.
I was just going to say that. 10 plus cats.
So the amount of cats, so it appeals people that a straw poll has driven us to the conclusion that the amount of cats that you possess as a middle-aged woman is directly proportional to your political leaning.
To your level of communism.
Yeah. Well, speaking of political leanings, it appears that men and women on the free speech map here, male students are more tolerant of political rivals than female students are of their political allies.
This is not new.
No, it's not new.
This is not new. This is known. Yes, men are, because right. I'm going to sound like so stereotypical.
Tell us how it is, mate. Let it all out.
Women lead with emotion. Men lead with pragmatism. That's how it is. So women lead with emotion, men lead with pragmatism. And that means that men are far more likely to rationalize than go off the handle. Whereas women will fly off the handle first and possibly rationalize later.
Yeah.
But that's science, baby.
John's just like, good God, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
It's like,
I mean, first of all, it's not all, but it's sort of the norm.
Right,
Men and women are different. Imagine that.
Wait till you hear this to illustrate how men and women are different. Okay, so I find myself using this phrase an awful lot these days, which is, if you can't really change anything, there's no point in worrying about it, right? So you just have to deal with the circumstances regardless of what happens or not. But apart from that, my wife and daughter were building a new crate for the dog. Okay, and I said, that will not fit in that hole, in there. And they said, yes, it will. And my wife turns around and smirkly says, I measured it. It will fit. And I goes, okay. So I went and sat down and just carried on with my...
Didn't fit, did it, John?
No, well...
Yeah, it didn't fit. What
happened was they completed the crate and tried to put it in, and it wouldn't go in. And then they had to take it apart and build it in situ. And then it fitted in situ because she had measured it correctly. She just hadn't taken into account that you do need a certain degree of latitude of space in order to get something into somewhere. You know, like the old, Friends pivot, the couch thing, right? She didn't take that into account. And this is an indicator of where men and women are different, because spatially, women are much, much poorer at visualizing space than men are. But
once again, this is just scientific fact that is well backed up. Men have a much higher degree of spatial awareness, or males.
But what got me...
much higher degree of spatial awareness.
What got me was the fact that she said it's my fault. And I said, it's my fault. It's my fault that it didn't fit. And she goes, no, it's your fault that you didn't tell us that it wouldn't fit while we were building it outside the space. And I said, but I did.
I did tell you. You just can't win the argument, mate.
You just can't win.
No, you can't.
So I have walked away the villain of this piece because I didn't tell them it wouldn't fit. That's how men and women are different.
Even though you did tell them. It's your fault.
But the thing is, if anybody's been in like a long-term relationship or a long-term marriage or something like that, the males, we become resigned to the fact that even when it's not our fault, we should probably just say sorry.
Yeah.
It's
But
a reality.
you've got to be careful, because then they go, "What are you sorry for?"
Oh no, I wait until I'm blamed for something that I clearly haven't done, and then I go, "Oh, sorry, love." Sorry.
Completely slipped my mind. You know me, I'm ditzy.
Just visit Ben's Fortnite stream a couple of nights a week, and you will see me getting the fucking blame for everything. All right,
it's
you know what I
David's
mean?
fault.
You get the blame.
Oh yeah, David is the ultimate responsible party for anything and everything in our Fortnite sessions. If I get killed, it's David's fault. If I win, it's also David's fault. You know.
As the bloke, I just have to accept it.
So that means that Ben is your Fortnite wife.
Fortnite wife, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Chadette.
Moving on. Orban, rumours are that Orban may now run against Ursula for president of the EU Commission. So this would be tremendous, but unfortunately it's not going to be until 2029 before there's...
Also, who the hell within the EU is going to elect him? Because it's not a public vote.
No, but it is amongst the appointees, isn't it?
Yes, but the appointees don't
Well, a lot
like
of them
anybody
like him.
like Viktor Orban.
Well, no, apparently a lot of them do like him because he's blunt and puts the point across and is anti-immigration, because I know the EU is seen as a pro-immigration organisation, but not everybody in that organisation is pro-immigration.
Well, I don't think they're anti-immigration, so to speak. I just think that they're probably anti these floods of people that keep walking into the European Union, and then the European Union having to pay for all of these people that keep walking into the European Union.
I'll tell you something. Orban and the new premier, they did a nice bait and switch. They tricked Ursula and the rest of them in the EU. They were like, "Oh, this is brilliant. We're going to have someone more supportive of kind of open borders and a little bit more left leaning in Hungary." But it didn't turn out like that, did it? So, bravo, chaps. Well done, Hungary.
It did not turn out like that at all. The dead scientist cluster, which is apparently now up at 12 or whatever, but anyway. So you heard about this, Ben?
No, I have not.
Right, so there is a community of scientists in the Americas working on the military-industrial complex, state secrets, nuclear physics, weapons, examining UAPs and all that nonsense, okay? So that goes, there's a whole community, which in my view has got to run to tens of thousands. Tens of thousands is probably a conservative estimate, okay? And 11 people have either died or gone missing in the last 4 years, right? And the Daily Fail are trying to claim that this is a cluster and it's suspicious. And, there's just, it's not statistically significant amongst that amount of people.
I was about to say, it doesn't, I imagine there's a lot of people, and guess what? You know what? Every day happens, folks.
Yeah.
People die.
This is back to like the train derailment. Remember the chemical rail derailment? It's back to that. When you look into it, 12,000 derailments every year in the States. You're going to get a few chemical train derailments because they ship a lot of chemicals by train.
What I would say is, if there is a pattern, you want to see how many of them have Anthony Fauci's direct phone number. That's all I would say.
That's a very good point, sir.
Yeah. I mean, if they've all got Anthony Fauci's direct phone number, or Hillary Clinton's, you could probably, try and make a case. But...
Yeah, you probably could. But Stephen Greenstreet from the New York Post, the guy from the that used to do the Black Vault, not the Black Vault. That's not Greenstreet. Greenstreet used to do the show with Nick Pope, who recently died.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, he's gone to town on it. So just to finish this off, it's absolutely disgusting that News Nation, along with countless other news sources, are pushing a conspiracy theory and using the tragic deaths of individuals like Amy Eskridge, accompanied with misinformation, to do it. So she's one of the people that died. She committed suicide in 2022, and they're putting her in this cluster, which then extends it back to 4 years, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But that's a video of her, and you just know she's mentally ill the way she's going on in the video.
So News Nation isn't that Ross Coulthard, John, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So shame on them. They just
absolutely.
Clickbaiting and grifting. It's like for whatever traction.
I mean this whole thing seemed like clickbaiting.
Yeah, it is. And then Green Street, of course, doubles down on it by now making... Roger Adams was recently found dead in Nevada. Nevada is home to Area 51, which is where alien UFOs are supposedly hidden. Adams, who invented Heelys, the shoes with the wheels in them, is the 12th mysterious death or disappearance of UFO. Like, no, well, he's not. He's obviously gone full-blown parody. So anyway, it was quite funny at the time.
Now I really, really, really want a pair of Heelys.
Do you?
Yeah.
He's checking eBay
the guy
as
that
we
invented
speak.
them's dead. Right, let's talk about the ginger growler.
Our ginger growler.
Yeah, our Angela, because apparently Andy Berman held a secret meeting with Angela Rayner. It wasn't secret. It wasn't secret, was it? If we know about it. So he met with Angela Rayner at her home last night amid uncertainty about Keir Starmer's future.
With their candles and wine.
That's a terrible picture of Burnham. Like, what the hell is going on that picture?
I don't know. He appears to be wearing some kind of headscarf.
Lots of zeros and ones. 10010001000.
No, that's bleed through because that's a green bush and it's bleeding through to the background.
Oh, so it is, yeah.
Because the green
what the hell is going on there with your zeros and ones?
Did you think it was a secret code?
No, I just think that Andy Burnham and Ginger Growler's meeting might have been for more than just discussions.
It might have been. It might well have been. But tell me this then. So if the worst stroke best case scenario pans out and Starmer does resign,
they won't call a general election.
Yeah, but who's the best?
I bloody well hope they do, mate.
They won't.
Well, we can't have Lammy as a prime minister, can we?
Jesus Christ.
We can't, can we?
He is the deputy prime minister.
In my personal opinion, so as not to hold any liability over Sgt Grumpy, Chasing Dissent, or any affiliated things, in my personal opinion, David Lammy is a massive fucking racist. Mm-hmm. And therefore, I don't really want him as prime minister.
No, I don't either.
He's the thicko. He's absolutely thick.
But he's not just thick, he's a racist. He's a racist. And how he has continued to be in even the position that he's in when he is so blatantly bigoted and racist, when the party that he is deputy prime minister for are supposed to be anti-racist and anti-bigoted, gets me.
Yeah.
And I'll leave alone Ben. He's an Englishman. He's an Englishman, our David. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Oh, right. From one ginger to another. Kirsten Dunst says that she was paid less than Tobey Maguire for Spider-Man. Well, wasn't Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Who was the Spider-Man?
Like he had more dialogue. He was featured more. He has more star power in it. Of course, he's going to be paid more.
He had more stunts.
Yeah, more risk involved,
cunning or otherwise.
And he was fucking Spider-Man.
No, she was fucking Spider-Man.
No.
Oh, you missed that. You missed that. What?
Last I checked, the movie wasn't called Mary Jane.
No,
it was called
you missed what I said. It went straight over your fucking head. I said no. She was fucking Spider-Man. Get it? Chin chin.
So yeah, of course she was going to be paid less.
Yeah, they're all
screen time.
They're all nuts. They've all gone nuts.
You know, he's playing technically two characters because he has to play the role of Peter Parker and the role of Spider-Man, who are the same person but fundamentally two different characters. One
So
trying to keep his own identity hidden.
Who
Like
was the Sorry, carry on.
Like you said, well, Tobey Maguire probably did not do his own stunts, but there was a lot more risk involved, and he's the front man.
Who's the Spider-Man just now?
Tom Holland.
Yeah,
Tom Holland. He's doing his own stunts, or a lot of them.
He is doing all of his own stunts, but that's because he's a professional gymnast and dancer. So he's.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so he's a professional gymnast. He got his career start Billy Elliot live on stage.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And also, do you know what? I don't think he's the best Spider-Man.
No.
But I think as a package for the younger generation, I think he's pretty good. I think Andrew Garfield was probably the best Spider-Man, whereas Tobey Maguire was
Andy
the best
Murray?
Peter Parker.
Andy Murray.
Hello there, John. It's me, Andy Murray.
I can't tell it.
Spider-Man.
I must be racist because Andy Murray and Andrew Garfield look exactly the same to me. I can't tell the difference.
Anyway, if Kirsten Dunst received the exact same pay as Tobey Maguire, did in the Spider-Man trilogy series, whatever, that would be completely unfair and disproportionate, given that the starring role guy, Maguire, worked a lot harder and took a lot more risk. I mean, that would be just ridiculous.
Not only that, if you want to blame anybody, Kirsten, blame your agent for being a shit negotiator.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
You could have gotten a bit more Wonga, lady.
What's her name? What's her name? Oh, fucking Swedish bird, or Swedish heritage bird, blonde, Marvel movies, Black Widow.
You mean
Scarlett Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. She gets paid quite a shitload.
Well, she walked away from Marvel, didn't she? She walked away from them because she wasn't liking what she was being paid, I believe. It could have been other reasons as well, but she actually, I
don't
the conviction
get it.
of her action and walked away.
Because she didn't want to be seen as a sex symbol, right? Because they put her in a tight suit. Well, what the fuck did you expect?
I don't think that these people understand what we as comic book readers are. Okay,
we are simple men.
We are simple human beings. I grew up reading comic books. I grew up as a stereotypical geek, right? And when I want to see my comic books translated onto screen, I want to see my comic books translated onto screen. I don't want to see some fucking middle management type come along and go, oh no, those boobies are being shown off a bit too much. Look at the comic. Look at the comic.
And even video games, when they're translated onto screen, you want the same character. I mean, look at fucking Lara Croft. Rona Mitra was fine. She was stacked, right? But you can't have...
Jolie was a good Lara Croft.
Not bad. But then you put in... Who is it now? I don't know. Some flat-chested bird.
So the new Lara Croft... So... In the last movie it was Alicia Vikander.
Vikander, yeah, that's correct.
But now, Amazon Prime are filming a Tomb Raider show currently with fucking Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones as Lara Croft.
She's not Lara Croft. I mean, she's not even like an action girl, you know? She's just
going for the name, mate.
She's got the charisma of an overcooked jacket potato.
They're just going for the name. She may not be a perfect kind of fit casting wise, but it's the name. It's the star power, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's just not right.
I mean, she was a terrible Jean Grey. She was a terrible Jean Grey in those X-Men movies.
Who was Sophie Turner?
Yeah, terrible.
What X-Men movies was she in?
She was in Apocalypse as Jean Grey.
Are these X-Men movies I've not seen?
Maybe. Did you not see Apocalypse, which is, Oscar Isaacs playing Apocalypse, but actually he's just playing Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movie.
I don't think I've
he's
seen
not
this.
playing Apocalypse, he's playing Ivan Ooze.
When did this movie come out?
years ago, mate. 5, 6 years ago.
Oh God, it sounds like a movie I could completely disassemble.
It got to the point, right? Apocalypse is that movie where Fassbender is totally checked out.
Just give me the
like,
check.
I am here for a paycheck, and that is it.
I'm phoning it in.
Yeah.
Give me the
Fassbender
phone.
is gone. He does not give a shit.
Yeah.
The same with Jennifer Lawrence, who was like, I'm playing Mystique, right?
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm just going to do it in human form now. I don't want to wear your blue makeup. I'm phoning it in.
I got a slap for that because I was at the movies with my then girlfriend, now wife, I believe, and I said when she changed into someone else, I said, "Well, that's handy."
Oh Jesus Christ!
I mean, it would
Fucking
certainly
behave
spice
yourself.
things up of a night, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Who's like me tonight, darling? Oh God.
So yeah, anyway, Kirsten Dunst, nobody cares. You didn't get paid enough because your agent is shit, didn't negotiate for you, and you shouldn't have been paid as much as Tobey Maguire. Anyway,
You were never going to get it.
Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man. Right, see this guy right here? All right. Spider-Man. Not Mary Jane, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Speaking of Spider-Man and heroes, here we go. When you think that's as the king of Sweden went to see Zelensky, and Zelensky put his hand out to shake it, and the king just sort of did this kind of shuffle with his hands and never touched him. and she goes, when you think a random gypsy is going to steal your watch before asking you for some money.
I like your watch. Very nice.
So obviously, the man could make a little bit of an effort, right? This is coming from me. I'm wearing a nice button-up stitch shirt. I've made this effort for you, John. When I go and do the stream after this, I'm going to open it up. People can see my chest. Don't give a shit.
Christ.
But at the end of the day, right? The man turns up everywhere in tracksuits, and people must be so sick of him.
And narco Führer.
I was talking to David about this earlier today, wasn't I? About the why Dave Polanski can never be prime minister because he doesn't dress right. It's a whole perception thing. If you don't dress right, you're never going to be successful.
Dressed for success.
Yeah, you are what you. In some respects, you are what you wear, and I think that's one of the things I'm going to have to up my game because
exactly.
I need to get back into shirts, and I need to lose a bit of weight to get back into my shirts. That's the problem.
I'm down nearly 1.5 stone, John.
Yeah, that's good, mate. Well done.
Yeah.
Who's the guy on the right? Is that a king? Is it or?
That's the King of Sweden.
It's the King of Sweden. So there could have been a royal protocol thing there where they shook hands beforehand, or
no, I don't think I don't think he shakes hands, and because he was standing beside him getting the photo taken, looking at him out the side of his eye, and going, "What the fuck?" Surely somebody told him not to try and shake my hand.
I just need to address something in the chat right now here. It's a comment from Beats and Tapes. It says, Ben, 5 or 6 years ago is not years ago. Lol.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
5 or 6 years ago is years ago.
5 or 6 years is 5 or 6 years could be like it could be like almost 12% of your life.
But factually speaking, it's a plurality of years. So it is in fact years ago.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give you that. Right, moving on. Sorry, we've done that.
I don't know what the cut-off point is.
Right, I know more.
Don't ask me questions like that.
This guy, this is where we are. This is peak 2026. I know more about lawn history than the average person, but I'm still putting the pieces together on the dandelion psyop. Did anyone actually dislike them, or is it just preferences, falsification, a marketing push? So this post questions if widespread dislike of dandelions reflects true preference or a psyop driven by marketing, preference falsification, and post-war promotion of monoculture suburban lawns as status symbols.
I'm just going to ask this. Are people so monumentally brain rotted and retarded?
Retard.
I'm just looking at that post thinking, what's the point?
Everything is a psyop to some people. Everything.
That is, mate. You're right. Everything is a psyop. And, it's getting
sometimes,
worse.
Things are exactly as they fucking seem. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. We used to call them pee the beds when we were small.
Yeah.
But dandelions are diuretics.
Yes.
Yes.
So that there's obviously something in it, because that we just called them pee the beds, and we were told not to play with dandelions.
If you guys really, really need to go for a piss, dandelion and burdocks a drink for you.
Yes. It's a good tea.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Right, we're nearly finished. We've only got a couple of slides left, so I'm going to tell you a brief story. I want to read this out. It's from Eric Weinstein. Eric Weinstein. You know him? He's a physicist.
Weinstein, yeah.
Brett Weinstein's brother. Yes.
Yeah, he's a physicist. Stroke crypto guy or whatever. But
he likes the cryptocurrency, yeah.
Right. So and this was quite.
He has an American accent, so I don't know why I'm talking like the Germans.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so Eric Weinstein just described the end of the mapped life. For 10,000 years.
We can't see it.
No, you won't be able to see it. I'm reading it. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put us on big screen then, won't I? Right. So where was I? For 10,000 years, people. Humans had to earn the right to exist. Pick a noun, become the noun, die as the noun. Accountant, teacher, radiologist, the box had a name. You climbed inside and stayed until retirement or death. Every occupation that's named is now over. Not automated, not replaced, named. You picked a noun, it told the world who you were. Then it told you who you were. If your future has a title your parents recognise, that future is already dissolving beneath you. A tsunami of a lifetime is coming, and nothing your elders have seen is going to prepare you. People hear this and assume it's about unemployment. It's not. It's about identity.
I was going to say, this is about existence as a whole.
Well, it is. The machines aren't absorbing tasks. They're dissolving the categories we built around ourselves. You spent your whole life becoming a noun. That noun's about to stop existing. When the label disappears, what's left of you?
When the label disappears, the purpose disappears.
Exactly. So get flexible. Get good on a bunch of different stuff. Learn how to think across disciplines.
Yes.
Critical thinking. Stop being a noun. Start being a verb. But the most important thing is nothing to do with strategy. It's something much older, something closer to the bone. In a world where AI is world class at everything, what's the point of a human being? So I think you should be able to just have a life.
You've really brought the mood down, hasn't he, folks?
Yeah, well, I maybe have, but you should be able to just have a life. I mean, let's face it. You've got a golden retriever. Might not be the best golden retriever ever, but it's a golden retriever. Just be, you know?
As Marty McFly would say, that's heavy.
That's heavy, dude.
That's
yeah,
heavy.
well, there's a wee bit more. For 10,000 years, human worth was measured by output. How much you could lift, how fast you could think, how much value you could squeeze from a single day. We trained ourselves to think like machines because machines didn't exist. Now they do, and they will be better than us at every measurable thing. Most people hear that and feel terror. You should feel something closer to relief. When a machine can do it better, the metric dies. When the metric dies, the cogs open. You were never supposed to be a spreadsheet. You were never supposed to justify your breath with a job title. Your golden retriever doesn't optimize. It doesn't produce quarterly earnings. It doesn't prove its worth to anyone. It just lives. And you still love it.
Yes, but
that was always the offer. We just couldn't afford it. Now we can. We spent 10,000 years trying to prove we were machines, and the machines just arrived to tell us we never had to be machines.
But what's the answer? Because the answer seems to me like UBI, which is, you know, a stepping stone to communism. Is that the answer?
Well, is UBI the stepping stone to communism? Because I think,
of course it is.
Why do you say that? Because why should it be? Why should it be?
Well, first of all, where is this UBI going to come from? Right? Are people going to be paid exactly the same equally? Are there going to be people at the top? Yes. This is a terrible idea. Now, what I think we need to do is we need to halt things like AI in their fucking tracks. That's what we need to do.
Oh, smash the machines.
Yeah. I hate AI. I actually despise it.
Okay. But you sound exactly like someone who is going to go out and tear down the steam engines in the mill tomorrow. You know
I hear
mean?
what you're saying.
Yeah.
But AI isn't just automating, you know, productivity. And it isn't.
Uh-huh.
It is taking away creativity. It is removing beauty. It is trying to be an artist. It is trying to be a musician. It is trying to be all these things it can never be. And yet people are settling for it.
Well, I think one, it's still pretty early doors, but I don't know that you're going to be able to stop it.
I think it's early doors enough to put the brakes on, if people genuinely want to. But I think we're in a window. I do. I think we're in a. I think people need to walk away from things like Suno. They need to walk away from. I'm definitely talking in the artistic fields here for sure, because the second you let it get better, the second you give into it more, is the second that we lose proper creativity. And I'm an entertainer. I'm an entertainer, and I'm an artist.
Yeah, but I disagree. I disagree that we lose proper creativity, because there's an incredible amount of creativity that people can't express because they aren't able to do certain things.
But if they're not able to do certain things, they're not able to do certain things. The whole point of art, the whole point of music, the whole point of creating those things is that somebody takes the time to learn that skill and then expresses themselves through that art.
Do you think
it's a human thing? It is not something you find anywhere else.
Right. So do you think that creativity is something that people can learn? Or is it something that's in them?
Well, I think it's something that's in them, but I think that they obviously need to learn the skill to express that creativity. And cutting that corner via AI is creating something that is just not real. It is not being created by that person. It is not that person's expression. It is the expression of a prompt created by some code. It is not. I'm sorry. It's harming. It's harming creativity. It really is.
What do you think, David?
So I see what Ben is saying. I think the overall message by Weinstein is it's really deep and philosophical. I think what it comes down to is like, there's a kind of a warning about the future: be flexible, be malleable, be multi-elemental kind of in the future. But I think that the deepest and most underlying message of it is, who are you? Who are you kind of like really? And there's this message of, the past is the key to kind of understanding the present. So taking into account Ben's concerns also is like, yes, there could well be the possibility, for some people of, stunted growth and development of what kind of like truly makes us, human. It could certainly hold back some people, but then to play devil's advocate, there can be, a more guarded, balanced, or complementary aspect to artificial intelligence or Gen AI as well. It doesn't appear to be going anywhere right now, but it certainly can be used cautiously, not to completely take over, our lives. And I think that kind of comes down to the individual as well. But I absolutely get what Weinstein is saying in the overall message. You know, it comes down to that fundamental kind of deep inner question. You know, who are you really? Because things are changing, and you've got to really, you've really got to look at that now in your life.
Yeah,
it's a very interesting message.
So, Espresso Mechanics says the steam engines in the mill didn't destroy livelihoods, they created new ones. AI, if it's allowed to, will ultimately destroy most. Why would it do that? Because the steam engines in the mill did destroy livelihoods. It completely reconfigured the whole makeup of the entire country, because everyone went from living in small towns, small villages and small groups and working the land to suddenly being concentrated in one place so they could work the steam engines in the mills. So there's no real difference between steam engines and mills and the difference between AI. People fear it, but is it if it's something, if it's something, well, yeah, but I would say people fear it, right? Because they think it's going to take away their job, and it might well take away their job, but if you can't stop it and you can't change it, should you not then work with what you've got?
No.
Well, so how? What you're going to do? You're going to be the last holdout.
Well, when it comes to, I am advocating mostly for the creative arts right now, because I know how hard it is. And how difficult it is to learn that skill. Yeah, I can paint full-blown landscapes, almost photorealistically. Okay?
Yeah.
It took me a very, very long time to learn how to do that. I can play the guitar. I can play the bass. I can sing. I can do all these things, right?
But to what aim?
To what aim? Because it's a way as an entertainer to express myself.
Okay.
And now someone can just prompt 3 words in and bam, there's a song.
Right, okay. But are they not expressing themselves, albeit to a degree?
No.
But regardless of that, you've spent all that time learning to do that. And to what aim? Because has it changed your life? Has it made the human race better? You know what I mean? And I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Well, I tell you what it has done. It has enriched me personally.
Right.
It has personally enriched
that's good.
me. And if somebody can just generate a song via AI, they will. Human race is ultimately lazy. Let's face it.
Yeah.
They will do that, and then they will know that joy of self-expression by learning that skill.
Yeah, but not everyone can learn to be a musician.
Of course they can.
No, they can. That's that's nonsense, Ben, and you should know that. There are people out there who are tone deaf and who just cannot do anything with regard to music. You cannot just be a musician because you want to be one. You'll be a fucking terrible musician if you try it.
Exactly, Beats. I'm advocating for people like you right now. That's all I will say. He says music made me the person I am.
Well, that's fine. But what I'm saying is that's not everyone can benefit like that. Not everyone can do that. So if AI enables people that don't have that capability, does that make them worse for using it? Because ultimately, is it not just a tool?
I don't know, man. I
disagree with you, Beats. You can't learn to play music if you have no fucking musicality in you. You just can't do it. There are loads of people out there who have no capability of playing music or singing. I know, because I'm probably one of them.
Keir Starmer's another one as well, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, but, if you can't sing, you can't fucking sing. It's not something you can learn.
Yeah, but you can learn an instrument. Everyone can learn an instrument.
But can you? Can you really?
Yeah.
Because if you can't hear it right, you play shit.
Well, AI can not teach you how to sing. It can't really kind of train you like a human can.
What it can do is it can replace you. And
Well, only in that small. Well,
let's go.
Right, hold on a minute.
No. Let's go back to our friend Adam for just a second, right? Because he sent me an AI generated song the other day that had his voice on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not real.
Define real. It's a song. It's got a voice on it.
You see, John has been Morpheus now in the Matrix. But what is real, Neo?
Yeah.
Is that the thing air that you're breathing right now?
you said that AI is going to replace us. No, it's not, because you are a human, and you are not AI.
But it's making people step out of touch with their own humanity through ease.
Is it moving them away from their humanity? I don't know.
Yes, it is. I mean, we are moving to. Have you ever seen the fucking movie WALL-E, the Disney Pixar movie?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
We're moving towards that. We're moving towards just being stuck in fucking hover chairs, unable to use our legs because everything's done for us. We will
since
be removed.
The guy in the scooter. Sorry, Ben.
But we will be removed away from our humanity if we allow this to continue down the road that it's continuing.
I'm not sure that we will.
I don't see that. I'm telling you, that's where this heads.
Well, I don't. I'm not sure that it does, because, you know, people say that AI is going to replace Hollywood, and you know it'll be making its own movies and things like that. But when you look at what it churns out, it's soulless.
Yeah,
it's and you can see through that. So I mean, I think I can write, you know, and I think I can express myself well. So I think, and you know that I churn out my movie reviews and I write notes and I get AI to build it up and then I go in and edit it. And you've commented on some of the stuff that I've said that's been really funny, and you can tell that it's not been written by AI, because it's not going to come up. You know, you can tell it's not been. So it saves me time, right? But creatively, I think that's still my work. You know, and why is that a bad thing? You know, if you were making music and you had AI doing like a backing track for you or something like that, is that necessarily a bad thing?
I wouldn't do that.
No, I'm not saying you would. I'm not. This is not a personal thing. I'm just asking, if you were making music and you're an individual and you wanted, you know, to give like the appearance of being a group and you had a backing track, would you do that? I mean, you put backgrounds on your your show sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
So that's not the same kind of thing.
I create all of those backgrounds and thumbnails myself.
So you use photographs?
Yes.
And you put stuff in those photographs that you took all your photographs yourself? Sometimes,
and then if they're not, I'll credit them.
Right, okay. So really, I don't know. It's I think that if we're fighting against AI at the moment, we're doing it like the Luddites were against the steam engines. You know, I think we've got to be smarter than that.
I don't know.
I think also there could be the prospect of kind of a renaissance or mini renaissances, if you want to kind of call it like that, over the course of the future. Because if you consider the amount of AI slop that we've got out there now, infested across social media platforms, no matter how much it evolves and develops, I think there will be a natural human conscious hunger for originality that will kind of come forth as well, and we could go through periods of that.
We're seeing that on YouTube right now.
Old is gold, baby. It is absolutely handmade, baby.
We are seeing that on YouTube right now. There was a rise of AI channels, and people are now seeking out. They're seeking out individuals. They're seeking out authenticity because they are sick of listening to the same 4 AI generated voices explaining things to them.
And shorts and things like that.
Yeah. Look what's going on over here.
But that's TikTok.
You all know. No, YouTube Shorts as well. But
yeah, but TikTok drove YouTube Shorts to that, and X stroke Twitter is going the same way. It's trying to become TikTok as well.
why do you think I don't use it really? I use it to talk to you in the messages. That's it.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't. You can't watch a video on your phone on X, or it just keeps playing the next thing. So I don't use it on my phone anymore. I just use it on my desktop, and that means that I don't see adverts either.
Adam's ears were burning.
Oh, so they were.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love Suno. I think it's a laugh. I enjoy using it.
I think it should be whoever's running the servers should accidentally end up in a situation where their building collapses.
You know, John, you're going to find this funny. I think it's Indian owned and run because Suno in Hindi means listen. It means listen.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go, mate.
Probably is.
Yeah.
You know, you put me right off it.
And Ben's like, yes.
Adam,
yeah.
you
I
live
mean,
on fucking Suno, Adam. You live there.
I think that Eric Weinstein thing was very interesting.
It was deep, and philosophical, yeah.
And it's something that we could explore again at some other point, because I think it's kicked off a quite intense conversation that in retrospect would probably have been better done at the start of the show.
This is authenticity. AI can try to do that, to do this.
Yes, and that's where I think we win, because when we're making our stuff, right, it is authentic, and it's us that's doing it. This isn't AI. Could AI generate this?
Hopefully you can see that when I'm trying to make my argument against it, I'm very fucking passionate about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, Sean hates AI as well. Because he's a graphic artist,
Yeah, and it's like Jimmy, who I play Fortnite with. I love you, Jimmy. He's a very good friend, right? But he makes all of his thumbnails with AI, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
And I tell him all the time. I say, you can tell that's AI generated, first and foremost.
Yeah.
I'm willing to sit down and give him basic tutorials on how to build some thumbnails and stuff like that. I've got no problem with doing that. But it's just so disappointing to me, because I'm going to just refer to Beats and Tapes in the chat, who says people are just trying to make the most content with the least effort.
Yeah.
And
some people are, yeah.
And the thing is, I think the effort is what counts. That's why when I'm making a 30, 40-minute vlog, I'll spend 18 hours editing it, because I think the effort is what counts. And it's because you put your own stamp on things. You make it your own. You say, I did this.
Yeah, Adam. Hey, Adam, if you can do that, do it. Do it. And let's go head to head.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, no, that would be fantastic. I mean, what would that show? That would be fantastic, because if he can make digital avatars of us, and then we would go head to head with them on live YouTube streams, that could be a fucking cloud.
I just wouldn't be there.
Head to head with Ara.
Why not?
No, I'm because I will not involve myself with anything to do that would be having generative AI.
You are a Luddite. I mean, you know that I'm not a great fan of AI.
You use it every day.
Yeah, but as a tool, right? But I mean, does the stuff I produce sound particularly AI generated?
I don't know. That thing with your voice changed does, yeah.
Well, that was the thing is that got 4 times more views than I normally get. So what the fuck? What you meant to do? That. What you meant to do? That's the thing that gets me.
I fully understand that, and that's one of the issues that I have, because if the more people see results, the more people will do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you can call me a Luddite, you can call me whatever you like, but at the end of the day, when it comes to creativity, I'm happy to try and fail and try and fail and try and fail.
Well, remember I stopped watching the Y-Files because he was putting too much AI on his stuff.
Yeah.
And he was doing it early. So it was fucking AI slop. It was
and now
really poor.
It is pretty much all AI slop as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's the AI itself is better than it used to be, right?
I get that, but it's once again, I'll see one pop by, and sometimes I'll put it on, and within 30 seconds, he's running an AI clip in his videos. Almost every single time now.
Yeah.
Now, he's got the money to produce something great.
Yeah.
And he is cutting corners because, I mean, if you just look at the end of each one of his videos and you see how many people he's got on Patreon, God knows how much money. I've never checked his Patreon.
Yeah, he must be bringing in a shitload.
But he's choosing to cut corners.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what Beach says, just trying to make the most content with the least effort. I imagine he's using AI to write all of his scripts now as well.
Yeah.
He'll say he's not,
Espresso
but I
Mechanic,
imagine he is.
Espresso Mechanic says anyone who's using AI to create music has no business calling themselves a musician. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I would never call myself a musician. But I have, I mean, you know, I've used AI to make soundtracks that I normally put visuals to, and I quite enjoy them.
Good night, Shalini. Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye. But and some of my viewers enjoy them as well, but I've no, I don't purport them to be high art, you know?
No, I understand why people are doing it. I just don't agree with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't.
No, the thing is, everybody has their own views, and you know, it's good to get them out because that's what makes us human. We differ. We don't concede and eventually buckle down and tell you what you want to hear because, you know, we've come to the end of this conversation and we still have different views on how we should be approaching it, you know, and that. I think that's a great thing because if we don't have that difference of opinion, then what the fuck? What are we doing here? You know?
Well, we might as well integrate with the AI, get the brain chip, and just fucking say fuck it.
This is the part that I think this is where it doesn't matter what happens with AI because we are still humans. And you know what? Don't live in the past. Right? Don't keep calling back to the past because we're never going back to pre-COVID days. We're never going back. You know?
I completely agree.
So what we've got to do is we've got to forge forward, but try and steer it the right way.
I mean, I will say just quickly as an aside, that's completely true. We're never going back to pre-COVID days. However, the people that still believe we are still in that time, we're not.
Yeah, I know.
Has gone. It's over.
Yeah. I mean, there are people, and God bless them, because they must be mentally ill. You know?
Yeah, they got stuck.
Yeah,
they got stuck,
and it's a shame. It's a shame to see, you know, because you see people that are literally terrified of contact with other human beings.
Well, it's not just those people; it's also the people that think we are in needing to resist, needing to push back. Still, those people are stuck as well.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
we are not in that time anymore. This is something else. This is something new. This is an era that has never been experienced before in human history. We are all navigating it together, and none of us know where we're going to go. None of us know how it's going to end up.
Apart from politics. Because all you need to do is go back 40 years and watch Yes Minister, and it's exactly the fucking same. Politics never changes.
Yep.
Yeah. Right, let's move on.
Yeah, we've only got 2 slides left. Do you remember, Ben? Do you remember that time when you hid out in the woods?
That's not me.
What? What's not you?
My stalker still uses that picture.
That picture?
Yes.
There's an Irish lad who set up a GoFundMe to support us joining the Ukrainian Reddit Legion, but he really is hiding in a forest outside his hometown, posting blurry selfies in camo fatigues and spending the money on it. Yeah, mate. It fucking does look like, you know. I mean, you did look like, that's a dead ringer for you.
I mean, it's not, but...
It was. At one point, that was a dead ringer for you. Remember when you had you even had the same moustache? This was around the same time as I was the arms dealer, remember?
Yeah, but yeah, like I say, my stalker still uses that picture.
Yeah, yeah.
And now he's gonna go to X. Oh my God, call me stalker! It's because you're a fucking stalker. Anyway.
Right. Okay. You know what, people? It's been great for us. I don't know if you've enjoyed it or not, but bear in mind we've only got till Thursday because then the rapture is upon us.
Again?
Yeah.
How
April the
many
24th.
times is somebody going to prophesize that the world is going to end? You know, if I didn't have kids, I would have been welcoming it at this point. I would have said, just get it over with. Just come on. One of you be right. But I don't know. I mean, remember the Mayan calendar debacle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the millennium, turn of the millennium.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that is mental. But
Numerologist says, researcher says, scientists say, or says.
It's like the net.
You've got to be careful of that. Yeah.
you've got to have a name.
It's the same as the net zero people making prediction after prediction after prediction after prediction. The amount of times, you know, the places are meant to have been underwater by now, and somehow, surprisingly, they're not. They're just scientists. These people are professionals. We need to defer to the. Oh wait, they got it wrong again. Yeah, that's all that happens these days, isn't it?
Yeah, that is, mate. You're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, right? As we come to the end of this show, I want to say you better be subscribing to Jump because, you know, every 2 weeks you get this.
And are people subscribing to your Fortnite channel?
Well, with my gaming channel.
Yeah.
My new gaming channel. Real Review UK Gaming.
Yeah, okay. Are people subscribing to it?
Yeah, not yet, because I can't be.
Get out. Well, get out there and get people subscribing because you've got to get it off your fucking Real Review channel because it's destroying it.
I'm trying. Hold on.
Most important question is, Chad Hawkman, the people, are you going to do some gaming after this stream?
Yes.
Ah.
Go subscribe to that's in the chat right now. It's my new
There
gaming
you go.
channel.
Go and subscribe.
But we will be live on the main Real Review UK channel in about 25 minutes, 20 minutes time.
Oh.
We'll do an hour.
Hold on. Beats and Tape says, don't forget about Daniel Kinahan arrest. Who's that?
I don't know.
Irish drug lord. Sorry, folks.
Oh, we were speaking about that last night. Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, he got arrested.
Who is he?
He's an Irish drug lord.
So why?
He's a kingpin Irish drug lord.
Okay.
He's my main supplier, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Zelensky, the narco Führer.
He's been holding David's pot of gold hostage for a while now.
That's what my pot of gold has always been.
It's like Ireland is an Ireland drug kingpin. He earns like 20 quid a week.
And on that note,
it's been great for you.
Flag pin, shiny as a TV grin, talking tough from a leather chair, sending kids where they'll never sit. Golden tie, talking like it's do or die. Papers pile while the cameras spin. Every word is a practice line. Walks, gotta walk. Big talk, big stage, small cause. Beat the drum, sell the shock. War hawks, gotta table.